Welcome to Learnify English. Today, you are starting a journey that can change the way you speak English forever. Think about this. What if, just a few weeks from now, you could walk into a cafe, meet a new friend, or speak to someone from another country and have the words flow naturally from your mouth? That is what we are going to practice together in this video. This is not just a lesson. This is real English you can use immediately. You will listen, repeat, and practice with me, just like you're speaking with a real person. And by the end of this video, you will feel more confident, more fluent, and more ready to speak English in your daily life. Before we begin, take 2 quick steps. Like this video right now to let YouTube know you want more lessons like this. And subscribe to Learnify English so you never miss our daily conversation practice. Also, leave a comment at the end of the lesson with your favorite sentence writing. It will help you remember it better. Section 1. Starting a conversation. When you meet someone new, the first words are very important. Let's practice together. I will say the sentence slowly. You will listen, and then repeat after me. Ready? Hello, how are you? Repeat. Hi, nice to meet you. Repeat. Good morning. Repeat. These are friendly, safe greetings you can use anywhere. Section 2. Answering how are you? When someone asks, how are you? You can answer in many ways. Repeat after me. I'm fine. Thank you. Repeat. I'm good. How about you? Repeat. I'm doing great. Repeat. These answers show confidence and friendliness. Section 3. Asking questions back. Conversations are like tennis. You hit the ball back. After answering, always ask a question back. Repeat after me. What about you? Repeat. How about you? Repeat. And you? Repeat. These keep the conversation going. Section 4. Role play practice. Let's pretend we are meeting for the first time. I will be person A. You be person B. Person A. Hello, how are you? You. Pause for learner's answer. Person A. Nice to meet you. Where are you from? You. Pause for learner's answer. This type of role play is exactly how you build confidence. Section 5. Polite words for every situation. Polite words make you sound kind and respectful. Repeat after me. Please. Repeat. Thank you. Repeat. Sorry. Repeat. Now let's use them in short conversations. Can you pass me the salt? Please. B. Sure. Here you go. A. Thank you. Section 6. Listening quiz. Let's test your listening. Choose the correct answer. Someone gives you a gift. You say, a sorry. B. Thank you. Correct answer. Thank you. You want a coffee at a cafe? You say, a please. B. Hello. Correct answer. Please. Section 7. Confidence tip. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Mistakes are proof that you are learning. Every time you speak English, you are training your brain and your mouth to work together. The more you speak, the faster you improve. Great job. You have learned greetings, polite words, and how to answer and ask questions in a conversation. Practice these sentences out loud today at home, with friends, or even to yourself in the mirror. In this part, we're going to practice ordering food and drinks in English. This is one of the most useful skills you can have because you will use it in cafes, restaurants, and even when traveling. Section 1. At a cafe. Let's start with a simple conversation at a coffee shop. Listen first, then repeat after me. Customer. Hello, can I have a coffee? Please. Repeat. Barista. Sure. Would you like milk or sugar? Repeat. Customer. Yes. Milk, please. No sugar. Repeat. Barista. That will be $3. Repeat. Customer. Here you go. Thank you. Repeat. Barista. You're welcome. Have a nice day. Repeat. Section 2. Useful phrases for ordering. These short sentences will make your order sound natural. Can I have repeat? I'd like repeat. Could I get repeat? Examples. Can I have a sandwich? Please. Repeat. I'd like a cup of tea. Repeat. Could I get a bottle of water? Repeat. Section 3. Asking for recommendations. Sometimes you might not know what to order. You can ask, what do you recommend? Repeat. What's popular here? Repeat. What's your favorite dish? Repeat. Section 4. Role play practice. Let's do a practice together. I will be the waiter, and you will be the customer. Waiter. Hello. How can I help you today? You. Pause for learner's answer. Waiter. Would you like something to drink? You. Pause for learner's answer. Waiter. Great choice. Anything else? You. Pause for learner's answer. This kind of practice is how you prepare for real life. Section 5. Special requests. If you want to ask for something special, use can I have it without? Repeat. Could you make it? Repeat. Examples. Can I have it without onions? Repeat. Could you make it less spicy? Please. Repeat. Section 6. Listening quiz. Let's check your understanding. You want a burger without cheese? What do you say? A. Can I have it without cheese? B. I'd like cheese. Please. Correct answer. You don't know what to eat. What do you say? A. What's popular here? B. I'll have water. Correct answer. Section 7. Confidence tip. When you order food, speak clearly and politely. You don't need perfect grammar. What matters is that the other person understands you. And remember, a smile always helps. Well done! You now know how to order food and drinks, ask for recommendations, and make special requests in English. In this lesson, we will practice shopping for clothes. You'll learn how to ask for sizes, prices, colors, and how to try things on. Section 1. At a clothing store. Listen first, then repeat after me. Customer. Hello, I'm looking for a t-shirt. Repeat. Salesperson. Sure. What size do you need? Repeat. Customer. Medium. Please. Repeat. Salesperson. Here you go. Would you like to try it on? Repeat. Customer. Yes. Please. Where is the fitting room? Repeat. Salesperson. It's over there, next to the mirrors. Repeat. Section 2. Asking about size. Here are some useful questions. Do you have this in small? Repeat. Do you have a larger size? Repeat. I think I need a smaller size. Repeat. Section 3. Asking about price. If you want to know the price, you can say, how much is this? Repeat. What's the price? Repeat. Is this on sale? Repeat. Section 4. Talking about colors. You can ask for colors like this. Do you have this in blue? Repeat. I like the red one. Repeat. I prefer black. Repeat. Section 5. Role play practice. Let's practice together. I will be the salesperson, and you be the customer. Salesperson. Hello. Can I help you find something? You. Pause for learner's answer. Salesperson. What size do you wear? You. Pause for learner's answer. Salesperson. We have that in blue and white. Which do you prefer? You. Pause for learner's answer. This is exactly the kind of conversation you can have in any store. Section 6. Listening quiz. Let's check your listening. You want to know the cost of a dress? What do you say? How much is this? B. Do you have this in blue? Correct answer. Yes, you need a smaller shirt. What do you say? A. I like the red one. B. I think I need a smaller size. Correct answer. B. Section 7. Confidence tip. When shopping, speak slowly and clearly. Use hand gestures if needed. Point to the item or show the size with your hands. This helps the salesperson understand you, even if your English is still improving. You've done a great job. You can now ask for clothes, sizes, prices, and colors in English. Today, we're learning how to ask for and give directions. This is very helpful when you travel, move to a new city, or visit a place you don't know. Section 1. Asking for directions. Listen first, then repeat after me. Excuse me, how do I get to the train station? Repeat. Can you tell me where the nearest bus stop is? Repeat. Is there a bank near here? Repeat. Where is the restroom? Please. Repeat. Section 2. Common direction words. Let's learn some key words for directions. Left. Repeat. Right. Repeat. Straight ahead. Repeat. Next to repeat. Across from repeat. Section 3. Giving directions. Here are some simple ways to give directions. Go straight for 2 blocks. Repeat. Turn left at the traffic light. Repeat. It's on your right, next to the supermarket. Repeat. Walk across the street, and you'll see it. Repeat. Section 4. Role play practice. Let's practice. I'll be the person asking, and you will answer. Then we'll switch. Me. Excuse me. Where is the nearest bus stop? You. Pause for learner's answer. Me. Thank you very much. You. Pause for learner's answer. Now switch. You. Pause for learner to ask. Me. Go straight for 1 block. Then turn right. Section 5. Mini listening quiz. If someone says, turn left at the corner, do you A go right? B go left? Correct answer. B. It's across from the park means A next to the park. B. On the other side of the street from the park. Correct answer. B. Section 6. Confidence tip. When you ask for directions, speak slowly and clearly. Always start with, excuse me to be polite. If you don't understand, it's okay to say, can you say that again? Please. Or can you speak more slowly? Please. You now know how to ask for and give directions in English. This is a skill you will use many times in life. Today, you will learn how to make plans and invite someone to do something in English. This is a very common situation with friends, classmates, or even coworkers. Section 1. Inviting someone. Listen first. Then repeat after me. Do you want to have lunch together? Repeat. Would you like to see a movie tonight? Repeat. How about going to the park this weekend? Repeat. Let's go for a coffee tomorrow. Repeat. Section 2. Accepting an invitation. If you want to say yes, you can use these. Sure. That sounds great. Repeat. Yes. I'd love to. Repeat. That's a good idea. Repeat. Okay. Let's do it. Repeat. Section 3. Politely saying no. Sometimes you cannot join, but you want to be polite. I'm sorry. I can't. Repeat. I'm busy that day. Repeat. Maybe another time. Repeat. Thank you, but I already have plans. Repeat. Section 4. Making plans with details. Once someone says yes, you can add details. What time should we meet? Repeat. Where should we meet? Repeat. How about 7 p.m? At the cafe. Repeat. Let's meet in front of the cinema. Repeat. Section 5. Role play practice. Let's practice together. I will be person A, and you will be person B. Person A. Do you want to have dinner together tonight? You. Pause for learner's answer. Person A. Great. What time should we meet? You. Pause for learner's answer. Person A. Perfect. See you then. You. Pause for learner's answer. Section 6. Listening quiz. If you want to invite someone for coffee, you can say, A. Let's go for a coffee tomorrow. B. I'm busy tomorrow. Correct answer. If you cannot accept the invitation, you can say, Assure. That sounds great. B. I'm sorry. I can't. Correct answer. B. Section 7. Confidence tip. When inviting someone, smile and speak in a friendly tone. Even if your English is simple, your tone will make the conversation warm and natural. Great work! You now know how to invite people, accept invitations, politely say no, and make plans in English. Today, we're learning how to talk about your daily routine. This is useful for conversations, self-introductions, and even English exams. Section 1. Common daily routine phrases. Listen first. Then repeat after me. I wake up at 7 a.m. Repeat. I brush my teeth. Repeat. I take a shower. Repeat. I have breakfast. Repeat. I go to work at 8:30. Repeat. Section 2. Talking about the afternoon. I have lunch at noon. Repeat. I finish work at 5 p.m. Me. Repeat. I go to the gym. Repeat. I meet my friends. Repeat. Section 3. Talking about the evening. I have dinner with my family. Repeat. I watch TV or read a book. Repeat. I study English. Repeat. I go to bed at 10 p.m. Repeat. Section 4. Asking about someone's routine. If you want to ask someone about their day, you can say, "What time do you wake up?" Repeat. "What do you usually do after work?" Repeat. "Do you cook dinner at home?" Repeat. Section 5. Role play practice. Let's pretend you are meeting someone for the first time. I will ask you questions, and you answer about your daily routine. Me. What time do you wake up? You. Pause for learner's answer. Me. What do you usually do in the evening? You. Pause for learner's answer. Section 6. Listening quiz. If you say, "I have breakfast at 7:30. What time do you eat in the morning?" A 7:30 p.m. B 7:30 a.m. Correct answer. B. If someone asks, "What do you usually do after work?" You might say, A. I go to bed at 10 p.m. B. I go to the gym. Correct answer. B. Section 7. Confidence tip. When talking about your daily routine, keep sentences short and clear. This makes it easier for the other person to understand you. As you improve, you can add more details to make your answer longer. Excellent job. You can now talk about your morning, afternoon, and evening in English. I'm so happy you're here with me today. If you've been following this series, you know we are improving English by listening to interesting and simple stories. Today's story is called The Big Surprise. It's going to be full of new words, useful phrases, and a few moments that will make you smile. Remember, listening to stories is one of the most powerful ways to learn a language because you are not just learning words, you are experiencing them. Before we start, please hit the like button if you enjoy this video, and don't forget to subscribe to Learnify English so you can join me for more fun lessons every week. Also, leave a comment at the end and tell me your favorite part of the story. I really love reading your messages. The story begins. It was a sunny Saturday morning in a small town. The air was fresh, and the birds were singing in the trees. Sarah, a cheerful 12-year-old girl, woke up early. She had been waiting for this day all week. "Today is the day," she whispered to herself, smiling. She quickly got dressed, brushed her hair, and ran to the kitchen. Her mother was already there, making pancakes. "Good morning, sweetheart," her mother said warmly. "Are you ready?" "Yes, Mom, I'm so ready," Sarah replied, her eyes shining. You see, Sarah's best friend, Emma, had been away for a whole year. She had gone to live with her grandparents in another city. But today, Emma was coming back, and Sarah had a big surprise planned for her. Planning the surprise. Sarah had been working on this surprise for weeks. She had made a big welcome home banner, bought colorful balloons, and baked Emma's favorite chocolate cake. She also invited a few friends from school to join the celebration. I hope Emma likes it, Sarah thought. I want her to feel happy the moment she arrives. Her mother smiled. She's going to love it. Sarah, you are such a thoughtful friend. A little problem. By noon, everything was ready. The table was decorated. The cake was on a beautiful plate, and the balloons were tied to the chairs. But then, something unexpected happened. The phone rang. It was Emma's mother. She sounded worried. Hi, Sarah. I'm so sorry. But the bus is late. Emma will arrive 2 hours later than planned. Oh no, Sarah thought. What will we do while we wait? The friends who had already arrived looked a little disappointed. But Sarah didn't want anyone to feel bored, making the waiting fun. Okay, everyone, Sarah said with a big smile. We'll just make this part of the fun. She brought out some board games and started playing with her friends. They laughed, told stories, and even sang some songs together. Soon, the 2 hours passed quickly, and then they heard a car outside. The big surprise. Sarah ran to the door and opened it. There was Emma, standing with a suitcase, looking tired but happy. Emma, Sarah shouted. Sarah, Emma shouted back. And then, all the friends jumped out from behind the door and yelled, surprise. Emma's eyes widened. Oh my gosh! This is amazing. You guys did all this for me. Sarah nodded. Of course. We missed you so much. Emma hugged everyone and smiled the biggest smile she had in a long time. This is the best welcome ever. Why this story helps you learn English. This story is full of useful words and phrases for everyday life. Let's quickly review a few. Cheerful, happy and positive. Planned, to prepare something in advance. Unexpected, something you didn't think would happen. Disappointed, feeling sad because something didn't happen as you hoped. Surprise, something that is not expected, usually for fun or happiness. I encourage you to repeat these words after me several times. The more you say them, the more natural they will feel when you speak. Call to action. If you enjoyed this story, please like this video and subscribe to Learnify English. Share it with your friends who are also learning English. Stories are even more fun when you share them. And don't forget to comment below. Have you ever prepared a surprise for someone? What happened? The next part will have a new story with even more vocabulary, so make sure you stay tuned. Today, we'll focus on daily life vocabulary words you might hear when going to the supermarket, visiting a cafe, or walking around your neighborhood. These are the kind of words that make conversations flow naturally. What? Supermarket vocabulary. Let's imagine you are in a supermarket. Here are some useful words. Basket, a small container you carry for your shopping. Example, I picked up a basket before entering the store. Trolley cart, a larger container with wheels. Example, we filled the cart with fruits and vegetables. Aisle, a path between shelves. Example, the milk is in the dairy aisle. Cashier, the person who takes your money. Example, the cashier smiled as she handed me the receipt. Receipt, the paper showing what you bought and how much you paid. Example, keep the receipt in case you want to return something. 2. Café vocabulary. Now, let's move to a cafe. These are some words you'll hear often. Menu, a list of food and drinks available. Example, the menu has a wide variety of coffee drinks. Barista, a person who prepares coffee drinks. Example, the barista made a perfect cappuccino for me. Takeaway to go. When you order something to take with you, not to drink or eat there. Example, I ordered a latte to go because I was in a hurry. Cream, thick milk used in coffee or desserts. Example, would you like cream with your coffee? 3. Neighborhood vocabulary. When walking in your neighborhood, you might need these words. Street, a public road. Example, our street is very quiet at night. Corner, the place where two streets meet. Example, the bakery is on the corner of Main Street and Pine Road. Traffic lights, lights that control the traffic. Example, wait for the green light before crossing. Pavement sidewalk, the part where people walk. Example, we walked along the sidewalk to the park. Practice time, now. Repeat after me. Where is the dairy aisle? Can I see the menu? Please. The bakery is on the corner. Say them slowly first, then faster. This will help your mouth and brain work together smoothly. Friendly tip. When you're outside, look around and try to name what you see in English. If you see a street sign, say street. If you see a cafe, think cafe or coffee shop. This helps your brain connect English to real life. Call to action. If you're learning something new today, hit that like button right now. It helps our channel grow so we can make more lessons for you. And don't forget to subscribe to Learnify English and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our daily English tips. Story: The Gift of the Old Man. It was a sunny morning in a small fishing village by the sea. The air smelled of salt and fresh fish. Boats rocked gently in the harbor. Fishermen were preparing their nets for the day's work. Among the villagers, there was an old man named Samuel. Samuel was thin, with a long white beard, and he always wore a blue cap. He was known for telling wonderful stories to the children of the village. But what many people didn't know was that Samuel had a special gift. One day, a young boy named Alex was walking along the pier. Alex loved the sea but was afraid of going on boats. He dreamed of sailing far away, but fear always stopped him. Samuel sat at the edge of the pier, fixing an old net. He looked up and smiled. "Good morning, Alex," Samuel said. "Good morning." Alex replied softly, "You look worried." Samuel noticed. Alex nodded. "I want to sail, but I'm afraid. What if the waves are too high? What if the boat sinks?" Samuel chuckled. "Fear is like a shadow, my boy. It's always there, until you shine a light on it." Alex tilted his head. "What do you mean?" Samuel put down the net and reached into his pocket. He pulled out a small wooden carving of a boat. It was beautiful, smooth, with tiny sails and a painted flag. "This is my gift to you," Samuel said. "When you feel afraid, hold it in your hand and remember, the sea is a friend to those who respect it." Alex's eyes widened. "Did you make this?" "Yes, and I give it only to those who are ready to take their first step." Alex felt the small boat in his palm. Something inside him changed. The next morning, he joined the fishermen on their trip. The waves were gentle, the wind was kind, and Alex's heart was full of courage. From that day, Alex sailed often. Whenever fear came, he held Samuel's wooden boat, and the fear faded. Years later, Alex became a skilled sailor, traveling to faraway lands. But he always kept Samuel's gift in his pocket: vocabulary and phrases. Harbor, a place where boats are kept safe. Example, the boats were tied in the harbor. Net, a tool made of rope for catching fish. Example, fishermen use nets to catch fish. Tilt one's head. Move your head slightly to one side. Example, she tilted her head when she didn't understand. Palm, the inside part of your hand. Example, he held the coin in his palm. Fade, to slowly disappear. Example, the sound of the music faded away. Speaking practice. Repeat after me slowly. Fear is like a shadow. It's always there until you shine a light on it. The sea is a friend to those who respect it. Say it 3 times with me. Feel the rhythm and the meaning. Call to action. If this story inspired you, give this video a thumbs up and share it with a friend who is learning English. Write in the comments, what is something you were once afraid of, but learned to overcome? I'll read your answers and reply. We are going to learn English through one of the most powerful methods, questions and answers. Why is this method so good? Because in real life, conversations are built around questions. You ask, you answer, and the conversation flows. If you can master questions and answers in English, you will speak more fluently and naturally. 1. Why questions are important in English. In English, questions are the key to communication. They help you get information, show interest in the other person, keep a conversation going. For example, what do you do in your free time? Where are you from? How long have you been learning English? These questions are short, easy to remember, and very useful in daily life. 3. Types of questions. There are two main types of questions in English. A. Yes/no questions. These questions expect a yes or no answer. Examples: do you like coffee? Can you swim? Is it raining today? B. With questions. These questions start with words like what, where, when, why, who, and how. They ask for more information. Examples: what is your favorite movie? Where do you live? When is your birthday? Trick. Practice. Yes/no questions. Let's practice together. I will ask the question, and you answer out loud. Question: do you like pizza? Your answer could be, yes, I do. Yes, I like pizza. No, I don't. Question: can you play the guitar? Your answer could be, yes, I can. No, I can't. Repeat these sentences after me to practice pronunciation. Fi. Practice. Way. Questions. Now let's practice what questions. Question: what is your favorite food? Possible answers: my favorite food is pasta. I love pasta. Question: where do you usually go on weekends? Possible answers: I usually go to the park. I often visit my friends. Remember, try to give more than one word answers. This makes your English sound more natural. Bien. The golden rule. Answer plus extra information. When someone asks you a question, always try to answer and then add more information. Example: question: where are you from? Basic answer: I'm from India. Better answer: I'm from India, and I live in New Delhi. Adding more details keeps the conversation alive and helps you practice speaking more English. 6. Common mistakes to avoid. Forgetting auxiliary verbs. In English, we need do, does, did, can, etc. in questions. For example, don't say you like coffee. Say, do you like coffee? Giving one-word answers. Try not to only say yes or no. Always add extra information. Except real-life practice activity. Here's your homework. Write down 5 yes/no questions and 5 what questions. Ask them to a friend, a family member, or even yourself. Practice giving answers with extra information. Example practice. Question: do you speak English? Answer: yes, I do. I've been learning English for 2 years. 8. Final motivation. Remember, every time you ask and answer a question in English, you are training your brain to think in English. This will make speaking faster and easier over time. So, keep asking questions, keep answering them, and don't be afraid of making mistakes. The more you practice, the better you will become. If you enjoyed today's lesson, click the like button, share this video with a friend, and subscribe to Learnify English so you never miss a new lesson. In part, we'll explore how to tell engaging stories in English, a skill that will make you sound confident and interesting in any conversation. Our story continues. The next morning, Mia woke up early. The sunlight came through the window, and she could hear birds singing outside. She stretched her arms and smiled. Today was the day she would start her first job in the city. She quickly got dressed, put on her favorite blue sweater, and made a cup of coffee. While she was sipping the coffee, she thought about her day. What if I make mistakes? She whispered to herself. Then she remembered her grandmother's words. Mistakes are part of learning. Practice and vocabulary. Let's pause for a moment and learn some words from this part of the story. Sunlight. The light that comes from the sun. Example. The sunlight makes the room warm. Stretch. To extend your arms or legs after sleeping or sitting for a while. Example. I like to stretch when I wake up in the morning. Sip. To drink slowly, taking small amounts each time. Example. She sipped her tea while reading. Whisper. To speak very quietly. Example. He whispered a secret to his friend. Mistakes. Something you do wrong by accident. Example. Don't worry about mistakes. They help you learn. Repeat after me. The sunlight is bright. I stretch my arms in the morning. She sipped coffee slowly. He whispered in the library. Mistakes help us grow. Story. Continuing. After breakfast, Mia left her apartment and walked to the bus stop. The air was fresh, and the streets were busy. People were going to work, students were walking to school, and cars were moving in all directions. She got on the bus and sat near the window. As the bus moved, she looked outside. She saw tall buildings, small shops, and a park where children were playing. She smiled again. The city was full of life. When she arrived at her workplace, she took a deep breath and went inside. Her new boss greeted her warmly. Welcome, Mia. We're happy to have you here, he said. Thank you. I'm excited to start. Mia replied with a friendly smile. Practice. Dialogue. Repeat after me. Boss. Welcome, Mia. We're happy to have you here. You. Thank you. I'm excited to start. Boss. Do you need help with anything today? You. Yes. Please. Could you show me where my desk is? This is how you can practice real-life conversations in English. Vocabulary from the bus scene. Bus stop. A place where you wait for a bus. Fresh air, clean. Cool air outside. Busy streets. Streets with many people. Cars. And activities. Workplace. The place where you work. Greet. To say hello in a friendly way. Repeat after me. I'm waiting at the bus stop. Fresh air feels good in the morning. The streets are busy today. My workplace is in the city. I greet my friends with a smile. Today, you learned new vocabulary and practiced real dialogues from everyday life. Remember, the best way to learn English is to keep listening, speaking, and repeating. Phrases are like small pieces of language that carry a lot of meaning. You can use them in many situations without having to think too much about grammar. If you learn these phrases and practice saying them, you will start to speak more fluently, just like native speakers. So, let's jump right into our first set of phrases. That sounds great. You can use this when you think an idea is good or when you feel excited about something. Example. A. Let's have dinner together tomorrow. B. That sounds great. This is a friendly and positive way to respond. Instead of just saying okay, use this phrase to show enthusiasm. 2. I'm not sure. This is a polite way to say you don't know something or you haven't decided yet. Example. Do you want to go to the party? B. I'm not sure. I need to check my schedule. It's softer and more polite than saying I don't know. 3. No worries. This is a friendly way to say it's okay or don't worry. It makes people feel comfortable. Example. Sorry for being late. B. No worries. I just got here too. Native speakers use this a lot in casual conversation. 4. I see what you mean. Use this to show someone you understand their opinion or point. Example. I think this movie is too long. B. Yeah, I see what you mean. This helps you sound empathetic and connected in conversations. Theme. Let's get started. This is a phrase to begin an activity. a meeting, or a task. Example: okay, everyone, let's get started with today's lesson. You can use this in school, work, or even casual situations. Quick tip: when you learn a new phrase, don't just memorize it. Try to imagine 3 different situations where you can use it. The more you practice in different contexts, the faster it will become natural for you. Now let's practice together. Repeat after me. That sounds great. I'm not sure. No worries. I see what you mean. Let's get started. Say them slowly, then faster, then naturally. Mini challenge for you. Today, I want you to choose 2 phrases from this list and use them in a real conversation. You can say them to a friend, family member, or even in a text message. Then, share your experience in the comments below. Before we move on to the next part, I want to remind you, if you are enjoying this lesson, please click the like button, subscribe to Learnify English, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss our next video. Your support helps this channel grow and allows me to make more free lessons for you. In the next part, we will learn essential expressions for making small talk, the skill you need to start friendly conversations with anyone, anywhere. Many English learners know the words and grammar, but when it's time to speak, they freeze. Maybe you've experienced that nervous feeling before speaking to someone in English. Your heart beats fast, your mind goes blank, and you feel shy. That's completely normal, and today, we're going to fix it. Confidence in speaking English comes from 2 main things: preparation, knowing what to say and how to say it; practice, using English often, even in small situations. Let's start with preparation. Imagine you're at a coffee shop. You don't need to create a brand new sentence from scratch every time. Instead, you can prepare common phrases you will use in that situation. For example, "Hi, can I have a medium latte, please? Can I pay by card? Thank you. Have a nice day." When you know these sentences by heart, you feel less stressed. Try writing down 5 to 10 key phrases for the situations you face most often: ordering food, greeting colleagues, asking for help, etc. Next, practice is about making English a natural part of your day. You don't need to wait until you meet a native speaker. You can speak to yourself in English when cooking or cleaning. Record your voice reading short dialogues. Use language exchange apps or join English-speaking groups online. Here's a fun exercise. Every morning, look in the mirror and speak for 1 minute in English. Talk about your plans for the day. It might sound strange at first, but it builds confidence quickly. Also, don't be afraid of mistakes. In fact, I want you to make mistakes. Why? Because every mistake teaches you something new. The more you speak, the more natural your English will become. Here's a quick role-play practice for today. I'll be the barista, and you be the customer. Ready? Me. Hi there. What can I get for you today? You. Your turn. Order a drink or snack in English. Me. Sure. Will that be all? You. Respond in English. Try this role play a few times until it feels easy. Before we finish today's part, remember this: confidence is not about being perfect. It's about being brave enough to speak. If you found today's tips useful, please like this video, leave a comment telling me 1 English phrase you'll practice this week, and subscribe to Learnify English for more lessons. Sometimes, the best way to learn is to teach yourself and make it fun. In this part, we will explore how you can create your own mini English challenges to keep improving every day. Why create challenges? Challenges push you out of your comfort zone. They make you think creatively and apply your skills in new ways. When you set small goals for yourself, you feel a sense of accomplishment. Ideas for mini English challenges. 1. The 5 New Words Challenge. Every day, learn 5 new English words. Write them in sentences. Use them in a conversation with a friend or in a voice note to yourself. Do 1-minute speaking challenge. Pick a random topic, for example, my favorite food, or a place I want to visit. Speak for 1 minute without stopping. Focus on fluency, not perfection. 3. Listening and repeat challenge. Listen to 30 seconds of an English video. Pause and repeat exactly what you heard. Try to match pronunciation and intonation. 4. English around the house. Label items in your home with sticky notes in English. Say their names every time you use them. 5. The Daily Story Challenge. Write a short 3 to 4 sentence story in English every day. Use at least one phrasal verb or idiom. Make it social. Learning is more fun with friends. Share your challenges with a study buddy. Compete in a friendly way. See who can learn more words in a week, or who can speak the longest without stopping. You can even post your challenges on social media. This helps you stay consistent and inspires others. Track your progress. Keep a notebook or a digital diary. Write down what you learned, how confident you felt, new mistakes you noticed. Looking back after a month will show you how far you've come. Stay flexible. Not every challenge will work for you. Some days you'll be tired. That's okay. Adjust your goals. Even 5 minutes of practice is better than none. Mini English challenges are your personal playground for learning. The more creative you are, the faster you'll improve. And remember, small daily steps create big changes over time. Congratulations! You've now reached the end of this journey into improving your English through real, engaging conversations. If you've been following along from part 1, you've practiced listening to natural dialogues, understood how real conversations flow, learned new vocabulary and context, and picked up tips to make your own speech sound more natural. But the most important thing is this: you now have the tools to keep improving on your own. Every single day offers opportunities to practice, even if you don't live in an English-speaking country. Here's how you can keep going after this video. Listen daily. Try to hear English every single day. It could be YouTube videos, podcasts, movies, or songs. Make it part of your life, so your brain gets used to the sounds. Repeat and shadow. Listen to a sentence and immediately try to say it exactly the same way. Match the speed, tone, and emotion. This builds speaking fluency faster than just memorizing grammar rules. Think in English. Challenge yourself to think in English, even for a few minutes a day. Describe what you see, plan your day, or talk to yourself in English in your head. Talk to people. Use online language exchange apps. Join English-speaking groups, or even talk to AI chat tools. The more you speak, the more confident you will become. Be patient but consistent. Improvement takes time, but if you stay consistent, you will look back in a few months and be amazed at your progress. Let's join Anna and Mark as they meet on Monday morning at their office. Anna: good morning. Mark: how was your weekend? Mark: good morning. Anna: my weekend was great. Thank you. I went hiking in the mountains. Anna: wow, that sounds amazing. How was the weather? Mark: it was sunny and warm during the day, but a little chilly in the evening. Here, we have 2 important phrases. That sounds amazing. You use this when you hear something exciting or nice. Example: I just got a new job. That sounds amazing. A little chilly. This means it's a bit cold, but not too much. Example: it's a little chilly outside, so you should take a jacket. Anna: did you go with friends or family? Mark: I went with a group of friends. We stayed at a small cabin near the lake. Anna: that must have been relaxing. Mark: yes, it was. We cooked dinner together, told stories, and enjoyed the view. From this part of the conversation, we can learn that must have been relaxing. This is used when you guess or imagine that something was nice or comfortable. Enjoyed the view means to look at beautiful scenery and feel happy about it. Practice section. Let's repeat the sentences together. Listen carefully and repeat after me. That sounds amazing. It's a little chilly outside. That must have been relaxing. We enjoyed the view. Now, try to make your own sentences with these phrases. Grammar tip. When we talk about past experiences, we often use the past simple tense. I went hiking. We stayed at a small cabin. We cooked dinner. The structure is subject plus past tense, verb plus object. Example. She watched a movie. They visited the park. Anna. I stayed home most of the weekend. I read a book and watched a movie. Mark. That sounds nice too. Sometimes a quiet weekend is the best. Anna. Yes, I think so. By the way, what movie should I watch next? Mark. You should watch The Secret Garden. It's beautiful and inspiring. Vocabulary highlight. Quiet weekend. A weekend spent relaxing without much activity. Inspiring. Something that makes you feel motivated or creative. Practice sentences. I love having a quiet weekend at home. This movie is so inspiring. That sounds amazing. When you are learning English, it's not only about grammar, vocabulary, or pronunciation. It's also about connection, the way you make people feel when you speak. This is what makes conversations truly memorable. Today, we are going to focus on how to create emotional connection through dialogue in English. Imagine this. You meet someone new. They ask, "How are you?" You could answer, "I'm fine. Thank you." That's correct. But it's flat. It feels like a robot speaking. If you want to make the conversation warmer and more human, you can add emotion. For example, "I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you?" Or "I've had a busy day, but I'm feeling good now." This extra detail creates a sense of closeness. Why emotion matters in English conversation. Emotions are universal. Happiness, sadness, excitement, and curiosity. These feelings are understood by everyone. Even if you make small grammar mistakes, people will connect with you if they can feel your emotion. When you speak with energy, warmth, or empathy, your words become more powerful. Let's practice. Instead of, "I'm happy," say, "I'm really happy today because I finished my project." Instead of, "I'm tired," say, "I'm a bit tired. I stayed up late watching a movie last night." You are adding story, and stories bring emotion. Use voice tone to add feeling. In English, tone is important. If you say, "That's great" with a flat voice, it sounds bored. But if you say, "That's great" with energy, it sounds exciting. Practice raising your pitch when you're happy and lowering it when you're serious. You can even practice in front of a mirror. See how your facial expressions change your voice. Listening with empathy. Building emotional connection is not only about speaking, it's also about listening. When someone shares something personal, respond with care. For example, if someone says, "I had a tough day," you can say, "I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want to talk about it?" If someone says, "I just got a new job," you can say, "Wow, congratulations. That's amazing news." You are showing that you care, and that builds trust. Practice exercise. Here's a quick practice for you. Imagine a friend tells you each of these sentences. Respond in a way that shows emotion. "I just got a puppy." "I failed my test." "I'm moving to another city." Think about how you would react naturally in your own language. Then translate that emotion into English words and tone. Final tip: remember, language is a tool for connection. If you focus only on grammar, your sentences might be correct but cold. If you focus on emotion, even simple English can touch someone's heart. Speak with warmth, listen with care, and you'll find that your English conversations become not just correct, but unforgettable. We have practiced many structured dialogues and prepared responses. But in real life, conversations are often spontaneous. We cannot always predict what the other person will say. This is why practicing spontaneous conversations is a powerful step toward fluency. In this part, we will learn how to train your brain to think and respond in English without preparation. First, let's understand what spontaneous speaking means. It is when you respond in the moment, without having time to write or plan your answer. This requires two main skills: quick understanding listening and quick response speaking. Many learners find this difficult because they try to translate from their native language to English before speaking. This delay can cause hesitation. Our goal is to reduce this delay and respond naturally. One simple way to practice is reaction drills. Have someone ask you a random question in English, and you must answer immediately. The answer does not need to be perfect. The important thing is to respond quickly. For example, Q. What did you eat for breakfast? A. I had bread and coffee. Q. What is your favorite holiday? I love New Year because my family gathers together. You can also practice this alone. Use an app or website that gives you random questions. Set a timer for 5 seconds. You must start speaking before the timer ends. This trains your brain to think in English faster. Another powerful method is word prompts. Choose a random word. For example, rain. Then, speak for 1 minute about that word without stopping. You can talk about the last time it rained, how you feel about rain, or what you usually do on rainy days. At first, you might speak slowly or repeat yourself. That's okay. Over time, you will become more comfortable expressing ideas. If you have a friend who is also learning English, you can do conversation ping pong. One person says a sentence, the other responds immediately, and you keep going back and forth. The rule: no long pauses, no thinking too much. This forces both people to stay alert and engaged. To make this practice even more effective, record your spontaneous speaking sessions. Listening to yourself will help you notice filler words like or and you can work on replacing them with more natural expressions like well or, Recording also lets you track progress over time. You will hear how your speed and confidence improve. Finally, remember that mistakes are part of the process. Even native speakers make small grammar errors in fast conversations. The goal is communication, not perfection. The more you practice spontaneous speaking, the more your brain will adapt to thinking directly in English. This is how you build real-world fluency. Every learning journey has challenges. When learning English through stories, some learners may feel frustrated if they do not understand everything. Some may feel they are learning too slowly. Others may lose motivation when progress is not immediate. Let's talk about how to overcome these challenges and keep going. First, remember that not understanding everything is completely normal. Stories are full of vocabulary, expressions, and cultural references. Even native speakers do not understand every detail of every story. Your goal is not perfection. Your goal is understanding the main idea and enjoying the process. If you understand 50% today, you may understand 60% next week, and 80% next month. This is real progress. Second, break stories into smaller parts. If a story feels too long or too difficult, listen or read just one paragraph or one scene at a time. Focus on understanding that small part before moving on. This makes learning more manageable and less overwhelming. Third, repeat and review. Repetition is one of the most powerful tools for learning. Listening to the same story several times may feel boring at first, but each time you will notice new details, remember more vocabulary, and understand better. This repetition builds strong memory connections in your brain. Fourth, make learning enjoyable. Choose stories you genuinely like. If you are interested in a story, Your brain will pay more attention, and you will remember more. If a story feels boring, find a different one. There are thousands of English stories for all tastes: adventure, romance, mystery, fantasy, science fiction, history, and more. Fifth, connect stories to your own life. When you hear a phrase or idea in a story, think about how it applies to your own experiences. For example, if a story talks about traveling to a new city, imagine your own travel experiences or dream destinations. This personal connection helps vocabulary stick in your memory. Sixth, track your progress. Keep a small notebook or digital journal where you record new words you have learned from stories. Write down the date and the story name. After a few weeks, you will be surprised at how much you have learned. This will motivate you to continue. Seventh, practice patience and self-kindness. Language learning is a marathon, not a sprint. You will have good days and bad days. Some days you will feel confident, and other days you may feel stuck. Both are normal. The important thing is to keep going. Even small steps lead to big results over time. Finally, remember why you started. Maybe you want to travel, get a better job, make friends, or simply enjoy English books and movies. Keep this reason in your mind and heart. It will give you energy to continue when learning feels difficult. You've made it to the end of this journey. First, let's take a moment to appreciate your effort. Learning English is not a short race, it's a marathon. And by staying here until the end, you've already shown commitment and discipline. That's something many people never even start. So you are already ahead. Let's quickly recap the key points from everything we've learned together. Consistency is key. Even 15 minutes a day can create huge progress over months. Shadowing improves your pronunciation, rhythm, and confidence. Phrasal verbs make you sound more natural and fluent. Listening daily helps your brain adapt to English sounds. Real-life conversations give you practical skills you can use right away. Now, here's the important part. Don't stop here. Learning a language is like exercising. If you stop, your skills will get weaker. Keep practicing every day, even with small steps. Here are some next steps you can take starting today. Choose one method you liked best from this series and make it part of your daily routine. Speak out loud whenever possible, even if you're alone. Talk to yourself in English. Find a language buddy, someone you can talk to in English regularly. Watch English videos with subtitles. Pause and repeat sentences until you can say them naturally. Write a daily journal in English. Even 3 and 5 sentences a day will help. Remember, the more you use English, the more comfortable and confident you will feel. Mistakes are not failures. They are proof that you are learning. Every time you make a mistake, your brain learns something new. Before we finish, I want you to say this with me, out loud. I can speak English. I am improving every day. I will keep going. Say it again. Feel the confidence in your voice. This is the mindset that will carry you forward. If you enjoyed this journey, keep exploring, keep learning, and never stop practicing. The road to fluency is long, but every step you take brings you closer to your goal. And I believe in you. Thank you for spending your time learning with me. Now, go out there and use your English in the real world. You've got this.